Well, I went to see Emperor today. I'd seen the title around, but I didn't realize what it was. That was Douglas MacArthur's management of Japan after the war. One of the things they were expected to do was find out whether the Emperor Hirohito had ordered the attack on Pearl Harbor. That made him a war criminal if he did. So MacArthur thought that Hirohito's complete control over the Japanese population, that he would be useful to keep rather than try as a war criminal, and that giving him a hard time might cause a revolution, a revolt, a fight, a wave of suicides and things like that. But people back in Washington weren't so sure that was the right way to go. So they called for an investigation, and they investigated away. We get a big dose of what the Japanese culture at least imagines it's like. And well, the simple fact seems to be nobody knows whether Hirohito ordered. But they did think he had stopped the war. He ordered it stopped. And that they thought that was meritorious enough. For us people who lived through the Second World War, this is something. MacArthur was a great character in his way. Very right-wing, graduated top of his class, been a general for 50 years. Considered a ham by many. Well, we got a really, really big load of Japanese culture here, and that makes a very unusual movie. The royal family in Japan must have approved of it, since they depict the Hirohito in person, or an actor plays it. And it's somewhat spectacular in its way. It's got a love story stuck in there too, as the guy doing the investigating was an old Japanese hand, and he remembered his girlfriend back in the days before the war and all that. But yeah, anytime you went looking for somebody in Japan in those days, well, he died 6 months ago in the bombing, or 9 months ago in the bombing. Well, they burned the cities down. Cities were made out of paper to a large extent. They burned them with huge numbers of fire bombs, and finally 2 atomic bombs. And that is thought to have been the tipping point. They agreed to surrender at that point. That's when Hirohito was supposed to have went to his military people and said, I accept the Allied terms, and I want you to agree with me. According to the story, they didn't. And Hirohito was supposed to be in absolute power over everything, but maybe he was more a figurehead, especially of the people close to it. Well, I don't know if we'll ever find out. But it's a very, very interesting movie to us old characters who lived through that period.